Here's a fun one for any night of the week. Super flavorful chicken and rice in a single pan, so there's minimal cleanup, minimal fuss, and maximal flavor. Is that a word? I don't know. Let's get started.
Life can be a struggle, but a good meal doesn't have to be. We can make creative, nutritious, and inventive dishes that won't break the bank. We'll eat well and save money, because that's what we do. Welcome to Struggle Meals.
We're gonna use skin-on, bone-in chicken. The skin is gonna render out fat, give us wonderful flavor throughout our rice, and that dark meat with the bone in is gonna be highly resilient to a long braise in the oven. Perfection. I'm gonna heat up my cast iron pan. We're just gonna hit the chicken with a little salt and pepper. I'm adding a little oil to the hot pan here, and we go skin side down. We're gonna season the other side now that it's in the pan. I think that just makes for a little bit less of a mess. We've got some garlic. If you've got one of these super fine graters, this is a really easy way to deal with it. We're gonna do a fine dice on our onion so that it really just like melts into the rice. So we'll take a little bit of the top end off. If we just go straight down, but not all the way through, always trying to keep this together. And I mean, you can see how these are gonna be like 1 centimeter pieces as it is. And now we go perpendicular, straight through, like that. I'm gonna take a look at the chicken now. And that's looking pretty fantastic. So I'm flipping the chicken over and I'm just creating a little bit of space here. I'm coming in with onion. Oh, that smells nice. Garlic goes in. Let's hit this with a little salt and pepper, all right? And I just want to see a bunch of liquid be released. The aroma's fantastic. That natural chicken schmaltz rendered right off the chicken. And now the onion is picking up those flavors. It's one of the reasons why this is so great when you do a one-pot dish. Because really nothing is disposed of. See, all of the flavor is retained into this single pot. Once it's gotten a little bit of color, we're gonna add smoked paprika. It's gonna add more complex flavor. It's gonna make it taste like it was cooked over charcoals. So the paprika goes in. Ah, I smell it right away, I love it. The smoked paprika is really one of the greatest spices ever, after salt. I'm adding a can of diced tomatoes. These will add gorgeous color to our rice. They'll make sure the dish doesn't get too heavy because they've got a perfect amount of acidity. So I'm gonna add in my rice now. This rice is gonna have so much flavor. I mean, it's gonna soak up all that chicken fat, which was soaked up by the onion and the smoked paprika and the tomato. Mwah, fantastic. So now we're gonna add the liquid, which is chicken stock, and that will complete our flavor bomb rice cooked to perfection. Pick up this chicken here and then set it back on top here. So we'll do that and try to disperse some rice into the area formerly occupied. And that's it. We're ready to do this because we're at a simmer here. So this is gonna go into the oven. It's gonna cook for 45 minutes and it's hands-off cooking, which means you've got some time to check something off that to-do list. I checked off a bunch of things on my checklist. Now it smells great in here. Let's take a peek. Hooah! I can smell that smoked paprika and it's glorious. Da-da-da! Whoa! It's like a wall of aroma that just hit my nasal cavity. Let's add some brightness. I've got some frozen peas and I've got some pitted green olives. They're gonna be perfect. Can sort of mix this rice together. Turning the stove on just sort of medium low here to heat those peas and olives through ever so slightly. We're looking for thermo equilibrium with the rice and chicken. Shutting off the heat now. Let's add even more brightness in the form of lemon. So I'm gonna take a fork, I'm gonna stick it into the top of this lemon, sort of break it up a little, and I'm gonna squeeze it this side up so that any seeds kind of stay in the cup up top here. The Struggle Juicer 7500. So many uses for a fork, it's really fantastic. If you have an herb garden, you can get some parsley. This is totally optional. It's gonna look beautiful. It's gonna make it taste nice also. Parsley. It's such a fantastic herb, especially with hearty things. You know, it cuts through in a really nice way. I find it really nice in the spring and also quite good in the winter. Ooh, just like roll the whole thing up as best you can. And then you really want to let your knife do the work. If you see a lot of green on the board, it means you're messing with it too much and your knife is dull. No green on the board, doing a nice job here, which means the flavor is staying in these little pieces of parsley. Let's make a plate. Take some of this gorgeous rice, aromatic, smoky chicken right on top. The aromas are intoxicating. It is both smoky and bright at the same time. And it's only $2.45 a serving, plus the fact that we only have one dish to clean. That's a weeknight home run, friends. Let's give it a taste. We're gonna start with this this rice over here. Get a little olive and some peas. Oh man. All right, chicken. This is what I want in a chicken and rice dish. Minimal cleanup, low cost, maximum flavor. Smoky, juicy, briny, yet bright from lemon. It's a complete meal with minimal cleanup. Like seriously, what's better than that?